Minister Silla's ongoing tour, because the Transport and Works and Infrastructure Minister is continuing his countrywide inspection tour of institutions under his purview, with his latest visit to Baden-Haden Highway and Brikama Market. Now, Minister Silla's tour is being conducted to provide himself with first-hand information on how the projects under his ministry are implementing. Binta Jallo has more details of that in this report.
Day 2 of the Minister's familiarization tour started at the Baden-Haden Highway, where road construction is currently going on, towards Gambians hosting the Organization of Islamic Cooperation Summit earlier this year. Minister Silla had a meeting with the supervisor and his team at the ground. This road construction involves 50 kilometers of 20 new feeder roads and a modern dual carriageway leading from Kairava Avenue through Baden-Haden Highway. It is worth about $20 million and was initially planned for 14 months for completion, but due to some delay, it is now expected to exceed the completion time frame. The minister's next stop was at the construction of the presidential lounge at the Banjul International Airport, which is currently ongoing and is at 45% progress. This project, unlike many others, is expected to be completed in a bit ahead of time and ensure that the building is ready for the OIC. Minister Silla and his entourage then visited the Brikama market, and upon arrival at the fish market, he was shocked with what he saw. He, however, took time to encourage the market women and assured them of change in the condition of the market. Brikama Market is one of the major markets in the Gambia with strategic location. The market is endowed with stagnant water with an unpleasant scent, especially at the fish market. Most of the vendors who speak to us at the market expressed frustrations over the condition under which they are operating their business.
I have been operating in this condition for 3 years now. Look at this. We will take woods here for people to have a safe passage. Sometimes the water enters our shops. I want even to show you the whole area so that you can see for yourself. This does not just stop here, it goes around the market. We are complaining because we are tired, and the people responsible are our leaders here. Last year, we had issues with them regarding tax. They came here and took us to pay $800 each. This water has a passage from here to the canal, but there is a blockage here, and we asked them to help us remove it so that the water can have a smooth passage. During the Jammeh days, they used to clean the place, but since the new president took over, they stopped, and this is what caused the problem.
Waste collection is a concern to the fish vendors because the market is relying on the Brikama Area Council for the collection of waste. And if the council is not available, the waste will be accumulated, which can cause contamination of fish. Minister Silla said even though the market does not fall under his sector, he will do everything possible to make sure the situation is averted.
The famous, or shall I say the infamous Brikama Fish Market, where we found a very unfortunate situation of a serious waterlog of the sewage system that is pouring into the adjacent shops. We are concerned about this as a ministry, even though this is not the special area of the Ministry of Works, Transport and Infrastructure, but we thought it necessary to partner with the relevant ministries and agencies of the government to see what we can do as a matter of urgency to come up with a solution. And we have agreed that on the 26th of this month, which is Thursday, the NRA will dispatch a team of engineers to work with the governor's office, the Brikama Area Council and the market committee here to have a first indication of what actually is the problem.
Minister Silla also explained that his assessment tool is critical but is necessary, and he is of the belief that if a solution is agreed upon, the problem could be solved sooner than expected. He also asked the women fish vendors at the market to give them a period of 3 days to drain the sewage system and look at the situation critically to come up with an engineering solution.
This is the Brikama market, and of course, as we always do, we go to community and talk to them and see some of the problems that they have and the challenges. And as we all heard from these gentlemen and of course the women in this market, you can see the market is totally dirty. Water, of course, running through the market because it's coming from inside where the women are selling fish, and the water is coming down to this place where we have the shops where other people come to shop. And of course, as you can see, this market now is really hard for people to come and buy stuff from here, especially food to be made at home. I think this is really, really bad. They all are blaming the Brikama Area Council, but they're saying that the Brikama Area Council also is saying this is not their responsibility, it's the responsibility of fisheries. And now we don't know where the responsibility lies at this stage. This is Binta Jallo reporting for Eyeafrica TV at the Brikama market.